Hi everyone. So a recent event had just passed and it's called NAB. And at this showcase, what they do is they show off different types of cinema lenses, cameras, microphones, anything you can think of, they probably have it. Just don't have a dirty mind when you're thinking about this. But at this event, there were so many other things that I liked that I saw at this showcase. However, there was one main brand that caught my eye, and I've never really paid attention to them before, but now they got my attention, and that is the Blackmagic Pixix 6K. That and then going up, it goes up to 6K, 12K, and I think it's something else. I don't know. I just don't know why they named it that in particular. They should have named it something else. But they came out with three different cameras. Now, one in particular is the one that caught my eye, and that is the 6K one. And I love the build quality for all of these cameras. And not just that, I love that the huge monitor is on the side. A lot of people don't like that. People find it a gripe that it's right there. I don't. There and then also there's so many thousands and thousands of videos out there
There are literally millions.
that's talking about this camera. But I'm not talking about the camera and how I want it and why I shouldn't get it and why you shouldn't get it. It's not one of these videos. This video is mostly because of the affordability that the 6K is. And I know people would say $3,000 is not affordable, but I honestly, in my opinion, paying $3,000 is better than paying $9,000 for a camera, in my opinion. And I wanted to also have a discussion of how accessible it's starting to become a filmmaker, and also what a good time to become a filmmaker. So, I think the one thing that Blackmagic did that is right is making it affordable to purchase one of these new cameras that they have. Like I said, I know $3,000 isn't everyone's cup of tea, but a lot of people have that saved up or being able to buy it, or they could turn around and buy another one of these cameras. And it's not just the only that, it's some of these cameras like the BSH1, the FX30, so forth, they come at a certain price range that there are at now. And I think that's a cool thing that a lot of things are becoming more accessibility and a more affordable price for a lot of people. What also makes it cool is that some of these cameras are basically Netflix accessible. So you could possibly get your film put on Netflix, which is a cool thing. So back in my day, you didn't really have cameras like that. They were all a different range, or you had to pay thousands and thousands of dollars to just use one of these cameras, or try to even buy one of these cameras. And it's not just the cameras, the lenses are also starting to become more affordable as well. Talking about cinema lenses, where they're in the price ranges of 500 and between 700 and that, but it's starting to come more affordable. A lot of things are starting to become more accessible to us. A lot of people really don't have to join film school because everything is accessible to us. And not just that, there's programs out there that everyone can use. But I do believe that I think everyone should pick up a camera and pick up a cinema camera and try to get their vision out. If you're serious of being a director or serious of being a cinematographer, whether you want to do short films or you want to do short content, that's up to you. But I think it's a good time to pick up a camera and figure out what you want to do, and get your imagination out there. Now, I do feel like there's one brand that is out there, and right now it's the Royal Rumble going on. You have Nikon and Red, and you have Sony, and then you also have Blackmagic and a few other ones, and Panasonic. But there's one particular brand that is just standing outside the ring and just watching everyone, and that brand is Fujifilm. Fujifilm, what are y'all doing? Uh, now, the whole thing that I feel about this topic is that, does Fujifilm need to jump in the box cinema camera ring with everyone else? For me, it's a 50-50. While they are a great photography company and what they do in photography is so amazing, especially with their X106 that just recently just came out, everyone is gravitating towards that. I do feel like they can jump in this cinema ring because they kind of already touched the ropes with two cameras that they've came out with. Now the XT4 is the one I'm filming on right now. They kind of gotten everything. They started it, but they just didn't get, they just didn't meet the bar when it came to video, because Sony beat the crap out of everybody during that year. But they kind of started getting it right when it came to the XH2S. Now this camera has outstanding specs. It does crazy stuff. Now, if you want to go fully into detail about that camera, I suggest you go check out Joshua's video. Make sure to subscribe to his channel as well. He is amazing when it comes to talking about cameras and talking about, certain stuff in the future. And he also just talks about any other stuff besides cameras as well. But he has a video on there where I'll put it around here somewhere. But he has a video where he talks about how, the XH2S is basically your prototype to your box camera for Fuji, and it is a great video. I suggest you go check that out as well. But I see all of that, and I'm just like, do it. Why don't you do it? And then plus a few other things is that Fuji has these great film simulations that they have in their cameras, and that would be actually good, because not only can you choose one of these film simulations, you can actually almost make your own little LUT inside the camera, especially for people that aren't advanced into doing, coloring with F-Log, or know how to use F-Log in particularly, or F-Log 2. Don't know how to use that in particularly, and they can just create their own LUT, or they can use one of the film simulations that are also built into the camera. So I do feel like they should jump into it. It's so weird because they make cinema lenses, they just don't make the cameras, which is so odd. But I do feel like they should jump into it. But however, I do feel like they're still doing a very awesome job when it comes to having just a photography based type of thing. The X100V also has some cool specs in it as well for video. So for people that just want to just do vlogs, or look like film looking kind of vlogs, that's actually a good camera to start off with, or something like that. But yeah, I would be satisfied. I would be able to exhale to know they would make a camera like that. But do I think they necessarily need to at this moment? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So hopefully they join this event next year and show us whatever it is they got new, or at the summit, show us what they got new. But yeah, Fujifilm, if you're seeing this, let me get a little peek of what y'all got going on. If y'all is doing something. But yeah, this video wasn't about the new Blackmagic camera. Now, if you want to know more about it and its specs and everything, just type in Blackmagic and watch how many of those videos pop up. Because when it was announced, the floodgates completely opened. And a lot of people hate it. A lot of people don't like it. But for me, I'm in that middle range of it looks nice, it's affordable, I might pick it up. And that's basically what this whole video is about. How it's starting to become accessible to become a filmmaker, and why it is a good time to become a filmmaker in 2024. But on that note, I got some short films that I need to finish, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to see more, you can subscribe if you feel like it. But hopefully you guys all stay safe and you keep dreaming. Bye. Bye. Bye.